Sorry
Most
about that, I'm
superstars
bad.
are legit tough guys, but these superstars are really raising the bar here tonight.
They sure are, Taz. We're seeing some great intensity here tonight.
And that's the name of the game, Cole, intensity. You gotta stay on your opponent.
Come on.
You can't go anywhere.
I think these
Oh,
superstars are well aware of
dropped
that,
right on my
Taz.
neck.
I think that's exactly what they've got in mind.
I love hearing the crowd come alive, even when I don't exactly agree with what they're saying.
Me too. And I do agree with what they're saying, Taz.
I could be in this business for another.
What a submission maneuver. You must be familiar with this one, Taz.
Yeah, I've been on both sides of it, Cole. That's the truth. And let me tell you, it's better to give than receive. Man, I almost feel bad for JR and King, Cole. When's the last time you think they saw a match this good?
He sees his chance. He's going for it.
Oh, he's got it. Check out Piper. What a suplex.
Oh, come on.
He could pin his opponent right here.
That would have been over.
Oh, man. This is just about the last hole you want to find yourself in.
I can imagine. Just look at the pressure being applied here.
Man, you just can't put anything over on these fans.
You sure can. They see everything, and they'll let you know about it. He knows his opponent is completely helpless to resist the submission hold.
And that means you got to either dig deep and find a way to break it, or you got to just flat out tap out. This has been a great match so far. On the mat, shoulders down. This could be it.
Johnny Nitro struts it.
Wow, look at that submission. I ain't never seen it executed better.
Neither have I, partner, and this might be enough to get the tap out right here.
He's going for the submission.
And he might get it. He's got that hold locked in.
Oh, come on. How could he get up right away?
I hope this isn't the last time we see these.
There's the submission hold. I've seen a lot of superstars tap out to this one, Cole.
You and me both, partner, and we might be about to see another one right here.
He's been looking for that all match, Cole, and now he's taking advantage.
Come on, partner, taking advantage is a rather generous way to put it. He's cheating, plain and simple.
There's not a superstar in the locker room who can afford to ignore these fans, Cole.
You're right about that. Without the fans, we'd all be out of a job. He wasted no time going for that pin.
Stay down, Benoit. Stay down.
I can't tell
Oh,
you
come
how
on.
impressed I am with what I've seen here tonight so far.
How could you not be impressed? Submission hold locked in. We may see a tap out right here.
And even if you can't make your opponent tap out, this will take a lot of fight out of him.
Oh my! The submission hold is locked in.
And this ain't easy to get out of either, Cole. Chris Benoit's a great technical wrestler. No, he ain't taking any chances with this submission, Cole. Look at how tight he's got it locked in.
I see that, Taz. I wouldn't be surprised if he got his opponent to tap out right here.
Oh, man, these fans are fired up now.
They sure are, and you know that's going to have an effect on this match.
Benoit stays down.
So unpredictable, and that's what makes him such a dangerous competitor.
No doubt about it.
That's how it's done.
Tempers are flaring here between the champion and the challenger.
You can say that again, and it's going to come to a head this Sunday. Whoa, wait a minute. What's Nitro doing?
Johnny Nitro's got the title belt.
Here it comes, Cole. I told you Nitro was going to make an impact.
Nitro hit Chris Benoit. Nitro hit the champion. I don't believe it.
I I told you, Cole, I told you.
I can't believe it. Nitro actually was trying to help the contender all along. It was Chris Benoit he was trying to sabotage all this time.
We sure showed Chris Benoit who's boss last Friday night on SmackDown, huh? If you do that at Survivor Series, you're the new World Heavyweight Champion. I wish I could be there to watch your back, but for some reason, Teddy Long says he's banning me from the arena. Anyway, give me a call back so we can discuss some strategy, okay? I've got a great plan that'll make the last few weeks look like child's play. Later. Hey dude, it's Nitro again. I haven't heard back from you, so maybe you didn't get the last message or something. Listen, you've got to call me back so we can discuss your title match. I've put way too much time and energy into this thing for it to fall apart now. Plus, I've got 3 magazines fighting for the exclusive cover story about your championship. I'll have my cell phone on all day, except for my 5 o'clock teeth whitening treatment, of course. Hey, you know, you should really consider that. I know this guy who... well, anyway, give me a call. We'll do lunch. Hey, Mr. Big Shot. I don't know what your problem is, but I left you 2 messages and you didn't call me back. Maybe now that you put Chris Benoit in the crossface, you think you're too good to talk to... hold on a sec. Oh, hey there, Chris. What's up, champ? Wait, hold on, Benoit. No, don't... Too bad you couldn't see your little pal here tap out just now. But I'll be seeing you tap tonight.
Okay. I don't want to skip this. Whatever. I don't want to Royal Rumble, but I don't want the story to end either. Whatever.
Ladies and gentlemen, we finally arrived at Survivor Series in Taz. The Survivor Series match itself is always a highlight, but this next matchup is one I've really been looking forward to. Chris Benoit's World Heavyweight title is on the line right here in the SmackDown main event. And did I mention, this is an ultimate submission match.
Now for nothing. What rock have you been living under for the past few weeks? Anyway, I can't say I like this guy's odds against Benoit without Nitro here to help him out.
We have to admit that most of Nitro's help seemed to backfire on him, partner. If you ask me, I think he's better off without it.
Oh, shit. There. Sorry.
His opponent telegraphed that one.
That went nowhere.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's.
DQ's off.
Gonna go, JR.
Well, from my
Oh, of course, I can't get out of the ring.
anybody's match. And there's the submission. There might not be any way out of it.
There better be, but we're gonna see a tap out right here. I am so glad Chris Benoit. I don't know where he thinks he's going. This could be a mistake.
A textbook reversal there.
That's putting it mildly. Piper's nuttier than a box of peanut brittle.
All due respect to Piper, I can see why he might take that game. He's unpredictable, to say the least.
They just don't make him like Rowdy Roddy Piper anymore, JR. Sometimes I think that's a good thing. Chris Benoit thinks he's the toughest superstar in the WWE, but I think he's lying through his tooth.
Will you stop? How can you possibly not like Chris Benoit, King? How can you not have respect for his accomplishments?
What accomplishments? Taking 16 years to finally win the World Heavyweight title? I'm supposed to kiss his feet for finally winning the title after failing time and time again?
That's despicable. You should be ashamed of yourself, King. Benoit has put his body, his entire life on the line, time and time again, to entertain these fans and to prove that he's the very best this business has to offer.
Oh, please, JR. I know you like to root for the underdog, but that's ridiculous. Chris Benoit is completely berated, and that's exactly what we're going to see here tonight.
He's climbing up. I'm not so sure this is a good idea. Take it from me. Rowdy Roddy Piper is a complex individual.
That's how you describe Piper, JR? He's climbing the turnbuckle. What's he up to? Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like when you're in the middle of a slobber knock. And if you don't have...
Oh, man. I've been in this hole before, JR. This brings back some bad memories.
I can understand why, King. I can't even imagine the pain being inflicted here.
I think these superstars are getting some feedback from the crowd, JR.
Nothing wrong with that, King. That's what we like to hear. Boy, what a submission hold! Could this be a tap out?
It isn't. The hole can't be broken. You can't take this kind of pain for long.
This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad the WWE fans are getting the chance to see it.
Yeah, and I'm happy that I'm getting to see it too, JR. I just wish they'd pick up the pace a little.
Oh, no. This is classic old-school wrestling at its finest. You, of all people, should be able to appreciate that, King.
Wait a minute, JR. You're not trying to say that I'm old, are you?
Of course not, King. Although there was that rumor going around about your Social Security number was 1.
Oh, boy. These fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well, they paid for their tickets, King, and they've got a right to say whatever they want.
You've got to respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make... Oh, man! This one's gonna hurt.
What a double-arm suplex! Someone's going to the chiropractor after this one. This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be...
I don't care how tough you are, JR. No one can take this kind of pain for long.
You're absolutely right.
Up
King.
2-0.
We've seen many superstars tap out to this very hole.
So, JR, are you enjoying the match so far?
Yes, I am. I think these superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition here tonight.
What's your favorite part of it so far?
I don't think the submission has been expertly applied, and now it's just a matter of time.
That's right, JR. You've either got to break the hold or get broken by it. You better tell the cameraman not to go for any close-ups on Chris Benoit, JR. There he goes, JR. He's been busted open. Look at all of that blood.
Would you at least try and not sound so gleeful, King? This is serious.
You're darn right it's serious, JR. It's deadly serious. All's fair in love and war, and this is definitely a war.
Oh, boy, this is not going to be an easy hole to escape from.
It sure isn't, JR. I've been on the wrong end of that one many times. I can't believe he countered that one.
I don't think I've ever seen a superstar. The submission is locked in. This could be huge.
Oh, my gosh, JR. You can't go on without tapping after this. You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No. Go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this one's got all the makings of a bone-up.
He's got his opponent locked into submission, JR. This could be it.
It could indeed. He might force his opponent to tap out right here.
I think I know who's going to win this one, JR.
Oh, really? Enlightened. He's got his opponent locked in a submission hold.
We can see a tap out right here, JR. That submission is locked in, JR. And this is a tough hold to break.
It sure is, King. And even if you break the hold, it takes its toll on you.
Oh, no. This is terrible. You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum.
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayer.
Okay, Hulk
You
Hogan.
can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being shy about saying what's on their minds.
You sure can, JR. And I don't think we'd have it any other way.
I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR. You got to keep moving. No dog ever peed on a moving car.
Oh, that's a lovely image, King. I'd ask you where you come up with this stuff, but he's got that submission hold locked in.
He sure does, JR. He might make his opponent tap out right here. These superstars sure aren't going...
And there he goes. The submission is locked in.
Oh, my gosh. He might make his opponent tap right here.
Whether you love him or hate him,
We know where this is going, JR.
we certainly do. The double arm suplex. And nobody does it better, in my view.
I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body... He's really cranking up the pressure on that hole, JR.
He sure is. There's no doubt he's looking for the submission right here.
This is shitty that I have to beat him up for 20 minutes.
Or hate him, or love to hate him,
He stirs up some very complex emotions, that's for sure. No matter how you feel about him, you've got to respect Roddy Piper. These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
JR. They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
again. That's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without pushing themselves to the very limit. It's a very fine line to walk.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself. This is a risky move.
He just stole his opponent's finishing move. Talk about adding insult to injury, JR. Look at this, JR. Can you imagine SmackDown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended for our SmackDown colleagues, but no, I can't, King. I truly believe Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
And you hit the nail right on the head there, JR. The dominant brand. Not the slightly better brand or the sort of superior.
No! No! How can the referee allow something like that?
Come on, JR. You know that the referee's health plan doesn't include vision.
Oh, for the love of... Open your eyes, Ref. I can't believe he got away with that.
Well, you might not like it, JR, but he's going to do whatever it takes to win this one.
Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King. Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh. Can you imagine getting beaten with your own finisher, JR?
You're putting a lot on the line when you climb that turnbuckle.
See, JR, this is exactly why Raw is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
You're absolutely right, King. We've got the best superstars, the best team,
And the best announced team. Don't forget that.
I was going to say that until you interrupted me. Now I'm just hoping I haven't lost Taz's phone number.
I think I know who's going to win this match, but I don't want to say. I'm afraid I'll jinx it.
Come on, King. Don't tell me you're superstitious.
Of course not, JR. I'm not superstitious because I know that's unlucky. Wow! Listen to these fans, JR.
You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all the people some of the time, but there's no fooling the WWE fans at all.
Here he goes.
Oh, my God! That's his opponent's finisher. He just stole it. If one of these superstars starts to build momentum, it could be the beginning of the end of this match.
That's right, JR. You don't see a lot of matches won with one or two big moves.
You sure don't. You've got to lay the groundwork first.
Uh-oh. Talk about a hole you don't want to find yourself in.
No kidding. This will rearrange your anatomy.
Wow. There's a hole you don't want to find yourself in, JR.
You sure don't, King. We've seen many a superstar tap out to this one. This match is going to continue until someone's completely debilitated. And considering the resiliency of these superstars, that's not going to be easy.
That's for sure. No one in this match is going to win out a fight.
And I wouldn't expect any less from them, King. Like them or not, you've got to respect the tenacity of each and every WWE superstar.
Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
And if they're smart, they'll listen. Remember, without these fans, these superstars are out of a job. So, King, any predictions about the outcome of this match?
No, no. Every time I make a guess as to who's going to win, I never hear the end of it from you.
Maybe that wouldn't happen if you got one right every now and then. I don't think he's climbing up there for the view.
Sharpshooter, straight from Calgary.
You think this is going to be a back-and-forth kind of match? Or do you think this is going to be pretty one-sided, JR?
I couldn't tell you, King. These superstars are so unpredictable that you can never tell how a match is going to go.
That was a long way to go for a simple, I don't know, JR.
These superstars are in rough shape. Fatigue has set in. And I think this match could be over before you know it. I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King.
Are you sure they can afford it, JR? I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes in all of sports entertainment.
I know that, JR. I'm just saying that this has been a great match so far.
It has indeed, King, and I think it's only going to get better from here on out.
I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup, JR, but it's been pretty obvious since the start of the show who you're pulling for.
I'm trying to remain as objective as I can, King. Quite frankly, I'd rather see a good competitive matchup than see a particular superstar win or lose this thing.
Oh, come on. Everyone knows you play favorites. You're always trying to kiss up to the fans by talking up whoever they're cheering for.
I've never been a kiss-up in my life, King, which is more than I can say for some people. I call them like I see them, and I'm flattered that the WWE fans agree with me as often as they do.
I don't know how much more of this I can stand to listen to, JR. You know what the difference between you and I-95 is? You can turn off I-95. It looks like they've slowed the match down a little, and I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly is. I'm sure they're well acquainted with the old expression, fools rush in.
Is that why you always seem to be in such a hurry, JR?
I think I've eaten a little too much good Oklahoma barbecue in my day, King, to hurry anywhere.
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals.
And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape.
They sure don't. We've seen more than one superstar taken out of here on a stretcher. I think this crowd has decided to exercise the right of free speech.
God bless the First Amendment, JR. I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
That's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollars to watch what goes on inside it. And without them, we'd all be out of job.
You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing. There's no off-season in the WWE.
We're not talking about running a ball down a field or slapping a puck into a net. This is serious physical competition.
It sure is. The toughest athletes in the world are on the WWE roster, and that's a fact. This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
They sure are, JR, and I love to hear it. Let me tell you, JR, you won't see action like this anywhere except on Raw.
That's for sure, King. There's not another brand of sports entertainment out there that can These top rope moves are always difference makers.
I don't believe it. He just stole his opponent's finishing move. If any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness,
Finally, we're under a minute.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your opponent know the extent of your injury.
And that's easier said than done, JR. The human body can only absorb so much punishment.
I tell you, King, I've got no earthly idea how these superstars can maintain this intensity week after week after week.
It's not easy, JR. There's no off-season. It's not like you've got 6 months to recover after WrestleMania.
That's for damn sure. And that's why I don't think there can be any doubt in anyone's mind that the superstars of the WWE are the greatest athletes in the world. This is raw.
Oh, here we go. What a jerk. How about continuing? He did it. He did it. He beat the champion Chris Benoit in his own game. I never would have thought it after what we've witnessed the past few weeks that we have a new World Heavyweight Champion here at Survivor Series.
And let's give credit where credit is due. Don't forget, the champ's got Johnny Nitro to thank.
If anything, you should probably thank our GM Teddy Long for banning Nitro from ringside tonight. Our new champion proved he was at his best when he left to his own devices. What a night for him.
Okay, I'll be right back. Same thing with the Boogeyman. I think I kind of want to lose the belt and then try to win the Rumble. I'll get traded to Raw and then
What a display of respect from these two superstars.
You know it's the Mac Militant.
Coming to get it on.
Now that's what I'm talking about. How about a big hand for both of these outstanding superstars?
Thanks, Teddy. And thank you, SmackDown fans. And if you thought that was a good match, imagine how much better it would be if the World Heavyweight title was on the line sometime.
Come on now, player. You've already got one title. Let's not go getting greedy now. Besides, I've already got a couple of contenders in mind for the World Heavyweight title. Chris Benoit and The Undertaker.
that's because you got a fetish with
You'll
those
be
two.
facing them next week in tag team action.
Wow, the champions in action next week against Benoit and The Undertaker.
It's like a pay-per-view for free. The Dead Man, the Rabbit Wolverine, and now the champ.
Hey, champ. It's Ray. Teddy Long just told me that I'm gonna be your tag team partner tonight against Benoit and The Undertaker. I can't wait. Maybe showing that I can hang with 3 World Heavyweight title contenders in a main event match would persuade Teddy that I deserve to be in the title picture. Anyway, dog, good luck, and I'll see you out there.
It's Theodore Long buzzing you, just like I said. You had some ring time against Benoit and The Undertaker tonight. And as far as I'm concerned, it's a money match no matter which one you face at Armageddon. So I'm leaving it up to you, dawg. Who do you want to put the World Heavyweight title on the line against? Let me know. Holla at me.
feeling I picked Benoit.
And there they go! Somebody should tell these guys the match is over!
Hey, you know what, Cole? Be my guest. I'm not getting in between them.
That's Rey Mysterio! What's he doing here?
Whoa, check it out. A huge missile dropkick on The Undertaker.
I don't think the champ appreciated Mysterio's assistance. How is this going to play out next week on SmackDown?
Hey, dog, it's Ray. I'm really sorry if I misread the situation last week. I just want to make sure that you made it to Armageddon in one piece. And that The Undertaker looked like he was ready to explode. Yo, I hope everything's cool with us. Anyway, I'm looking forward to our four-man battle royal tonight against Benoit and Undertaker. 2 main event matches in a month. That's gotta look pretty good for my World Heavyweight title chances, right? Adios, amigo. Later, dog. Hey, champ, it's Ray Ray. Just calling to wish you good luck tonight in the big match. But I'm sure you're not gonna need it. Just be sure to hang on to that World Heavyweight title, because I want to be your next title defender.
Okay, I'll get rid on it. Okay, good. That's what I wanted. Shivery. I mean, I'm not going into the Royal Rumble. Well, that was a waste of time.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking to one of the 4 superstars who will be competing in a fatal 4-way match at No Way Out for the right to challenge the World Heavyweight Champion at WrestleMania. And tonight, all 4 contenders will be in the ring in tag team action. You will be facing Matt Hardy and Bobby Lashley, and your partner will be...
Leave me alone. I mean it, Randy. I don't want anything to do with you.
Jilly. What are you jerks looking at? Why don't you mind your own damn business?
Your partner will be Randy Orton.
I got a team with that jerk off? Why didn't you give me Matt Hardy?
Well, we've reached the main event tonight on SmackDown, and here comes a man I suppose you could say we heard from earlier tonight.
Cole, I gotta ask you, what the heck was all that about before? Jillian Hall looked like she was running away from Randy Orton. Orton looking like he was gonna blow the ass kick. What's this?
I know it's the idea, Taz. I'd say you saw what I saw.
Yeah, but I was out here working for you, and you were right there. Didn't you used to be like a journalist or something like that? And all you can say is, I have no earned here. I'll tell you what, that's something to crack the jack report right there.
From Scotland, weighing in at 230 pounds, Rowdy Roddy Piper. And the opponent, from Cameron, North Carolina, from Colorado Springs, Colorado, weighing in at 275 pounds, Bobby Lashley.
And then there's this guy that's coming out in his boxers.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to sunny San Jose, California. You're not going to believe what we've got for you tonight.
No doubt, Cole, tonight's show's completely off the hook as we do it West Coast style.
You got that right. And so are these San Jose fans. They can't wait to see the SmackDown superstars in action, and neither can I. What a counter that was.
I gotta tell you, Cole, I thought I had this thing figured out. But now I got no idea how this is gonna end up.
Neither do I, Taz. And I think it's that unpredictability that makes it so exciting.
No doubt, Cole. I've seen superstars get a huge advantage over their opponents and still lose the match because they got sloppy.
Anything can happen in WWE. An entire match can turn on 1 or 2 big moves.
And that's why he smells blood in the water, Cole. He's going straight for the submission.
And this could prove to be a decisive moment in this match. That reversal might stop his opponent's momentum dead.
Watch it. He reversed it. This is one heck of a match so far.
It sure is, Taz. What do you think the highlight has been so far?
Well, that'll probably come a little bit later on in the match. When you decide to shut your yap for a few seconds, and I can enjoy it in peace.
Well, excuse me for doing my job, partner. Sorry to have disturbed you.
Randy Orton's a mouthy little punk, Cole, and that's exactly the kind of guy that superstars will line up around the block to get a shot at.
Orton's never backed down from a fight, Taz. His mouth might get him in trouble, but he never seems unprepared for it.
Well, it looks like they're slowing the pace down a little bit here. That might not be such a good move in my opinion.
He's looking to finish this off right here.
And that could do it, honey. Twist of fate.
He anticipated that move perfectly.
Okay, how can he keep reversing it?
No doubt about that. And he knows how to use that size and strength.
You're kidding, right? It seems to me like those are Lashley's two biggest advantages. They've certainly served him well so far in his career.
You keep telling yourself that, Cole. One thing I learned in my career is that the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Lashley's got to be careful. He might learn that the hard way tonight. Whoa! I think these fans have got a little something they want to share with us.
That's their right, Taz.
Here's the pin. This could be it.
He's got his share of detractors, but I don't think there's any denying that Rowdy Roddy Piper is one of the true greats of sports entertainment.
Absolutely. And the chances are, anyone you hear talking trash about Piper is probably someone he beat up and embarrassed back in the day.
Yeah, or someone he screwed over by cheating.
Hey, look, Hot Rod has never denied he'll do everything and anything it takes to win a match. And you can't say it ain't paid off for him after all these years.
I don't think there's a superstar on the roster with as much drive and determination as Matt Hardy, and these fans certainly react to that.
Yeah, well, they might react even better to a win every now and then, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, excuse me, Taz, but I didn't hear a bell. The match is still going on last I checked, and the crowd has come alive tonight with a chant directed at the superstars in the ring.
Yeah, and you can't let that break your focus, but that's easier said than done. I can't deny that the legend killer Randy Orton had a pretty impressive career so far, Paul, but he better be careful that he don't burn out too quick.
I don't think there's much of a chance of that, Taz. I haven't seen any indication that Orton's going to stop impressing WWE fans anytime soon. And there's the pin! I can't think of the last time I saw a superstar with the speed and raw power of this man, Bobby Lashley.
Lashley's a stud. Oh, boy, you know where this is going.
I certainly do. He's expertly applied the double-arm suplex, and this could be the beginning of the end for his opponent. He could pin his opponent right here.
These superstars give everything they got when they're in a match like this. But a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice behind the scenes also.
No question. If you want to make it in the WWE, you've got to sacrifice just about everything for your career. It has to be as important to you as anything else in your life.
Cole, what you gotta realize, to make it in the WWE, this is not a job. This is a lifestyle. That's why you see so much...
What?
He's going for the pin, Cole.
That had to have been a quick count. Yeah.
Randy?
Come on, Jillian. What's your problem?
My problem? You're my problem, Randy. Now get lost!
I'm not going anywhere until...
Hey, is that the way you treat a lady?
What the lady wants is between the lady and me, Bobby. So I suggest you keep walking.
You, me, the ring, tonight. Come on, Jillian. Let's get you out of here.
What a relief for Jillian Hall that Bobby Lashley was right there.
Bobby Lashley acting all gentlemanly-like? Who would have thunk it?
Teddy, you've got to do something about Jillian. Randy Orton won't leave her alone. It's making her a total wreck. She needs help.
I wished I could do something, baby girl. But unless Jillian says something incriminating about him, I can't act on anything.
But Teddy, everyone in this room knows that Orton took him out.
It sure looks that way, player. But if Jillian doesn't claim that Orton's lying about being with her when player was attacked, I can't touch him. He thinks Orton was the one who did it too. But the problem is, he didn't actually see anything.
So what?
We're just gonna let him get away with this?
I ain't letting him get away with nothing, player. Now, I might not be able to fine or suspend or fire him, but I can put him in a match. A handicap match with the two of you tonight. Now, maybe that'll teach him a lesson.
I'll go talk to Jillian. Maybe I can get her to open up and admit what Orton's up to.
Sounds good to me. Orton ain't gonna get away with this. Believe that.
Matt Hardy's gonna take note next. I got a feeling. I forgot what happened. Yeah, fuck it. Fucking Orton wins. Oh.
Hey man, it's Matt. Hopefully we beat some sense into Randy Orton's thick skull out there tonight. And listen, I'm gonna take Jillian home, just in case Orton decides he wants to take out his frustrations on her. I'll be there to make sure that doesn't happen, so don't worry about it. Call me if anything comes up. I'll see you next week. V1 out.
Hey, Matt.
That sounded like Jillian Hall.
Holy cow! That's Matt Hardy.
He went that way.
Oh my God! What the hell's going on around here?
I think Teddy Long's going to want to know about this.
Are you telling me that Jillian took Matt Hardy out?
Seems that way to me, partner. And for all we know, she might have gotten to Bobby Lashley.
Hey, player, it's Theodore Long. So it looks like sweet, innocent Jillian Hall was hipping Randy Orton all along by taking out his opponents for no way out. Matt Hardy's gonna be okay, but he's not going to be able to compete this Sunday. It looks like you and Orton are the only superstars left from the original four. So I'll tell you what, we're gonna change things up a little bit. Since Melina and Jillian have had their hands in all this already, I'm changing your No Way Out match into a mixed tag team match to determine if you and Orton will be the new #1 contender at WrestleMania. And so tonight, I've scheduled a singles match between you and Orton, and a singles match featuring Melina versus Jillian. Now that'll put some butts in the seats. Good luck out there tonight, player. Holla.
Orton has successfully changed the Fatal 4-Way match in No Way Out into a mixed tag team match, and you've got to think that improves his odds of victory. And if he and Jillian win that match, Orton gets a title opportunity at WrestleMania.
And I'd say you gotta like his chances, especially if his partner, Bill Paul, finds a way to bring that red pipe into the ring.
And the opponent from Scotland, weighing in at 230 pounds, Rowdy.
Houston, Texas is home to SmackDown action tonight. I'm Michael Cole here with Taz at ringside, and what a show we've got for you tonight.
Absolutely, Cole. You know what? I've always wanted to say this. Houston, we got a problem. Actually, we don't have a problem because SmackDown's in town.
You've got that right, partner. The Space City loves SmackDown, and the Superstars are not going to let them down. He was one step ahead on that one. He's been a fan favorite and a rule breaker in his time, but the one thing that Roddy Piper has never been is ignored.
That's absolutely true, Cole. Whenever the fans are cheering him or booing him, he never fails to get a reaction. That's key.
And that's what this business is all about. Winning the match isn't enough. You've got to personally involve the fans in the...
Oh, boy. Looks like someone's moving up in the world.
Great reversal.
Oh, God. The ref's on Green Street, Cole. Anything goes now.
Unfortunately, you're right, Taz. There's no one to enforce the rules until the ref arrives. Wow, listen to that chant, Taz.
I'll tell you what, if you've got the crowd on your side or against you, it makes a huge difference, believe me. Going up the turnbuckle hurts a heck of a lot less than coming down from the turnbuckle.
You saw that one coming.
Oh, boy, you know where this is going.
I certainly do. He's expertly applied the double arm suplex, and this could be the beginning of the end for his opponent. He's got it covered. Wow, they don't get much closer than that.
Oh, come on.
Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
Oh, come on, Cole. You should let me train you. You could be Cruiserweight champion in like a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. You make Marine drill instructors look like pushovers.
Duh. They're just trained. I don't know. He's putting a lot on the line going up there. And there's the counter, Cole. I love hearing the crowd come alive, even when I don't exactly agree with what they're saying.
Me too. And I do agree with what they're saying, Taz. Roddy Piper is so unpredictable, and that's what makes him such a dangerous competitor.
No doubt about that. I must have seen over 100, maybe 200 or 300 of Piper's matches. And every time he steps between those ropes, he shows me something new, unique, and different.
Look out! The referee's been knocked out!
This is where things start getting a little interesting, Cole. I could be in this business for another 100 years, and I bet I'd never see another superstar like Roddy Piper.
He's one of a kind, that's for sure, Taz, and I'm sure his opponents are glad of that. Submission hold locked in. We may see a tap out right here.
And even if you can't make your opponent tap out, this will take a...
Yes.
Here's your winner, Roddy Piper.
I'll be right back. I actually have to play this match.
I've got to admit, Jillian Hall suckered me in with her innocent victim routine. But I gotta say, I'm actually kind of impressed that she managed to take out Bobby Lashley and Matt Hardy. But I guess that's pretty easy when you're clocking guys on the back of the head with a metal pipe.
I think so, Taz. I can't believe Jillian would stoop to that level. Plus, it's hard to believe that Jillian and Randy were really working together all along. I mean, the way he was treating her and all, it seems that it was just an act.
The thing is, Cole, I don't even know if taking out the competition was her idea or Randy's. All I know is if you're Randy Orton and you've got a looker like Jillian on your side who's
And the opponent from Los Angeles, California.
I don't know, somehow I think Melina's involved, but speaking of Melina,
big Southern California welcome to all our SmackDown fans. I'm Rick Rude, here with Taz at ringside in San Diego.
Big shout out to all our great fans in the 619 area code here. I love San Diego, baby.
No kidding. San Diego couldn't be more excited for SmackDown action, and we couldn't be more excited to be here. Is that it? No, only a 2 count. Great reversal.
Hey, the ref's got a tough job. I mean, trying to keep these superstars on the up and up, that's hard.
Well, it's easier to get some superstars to play by the rules than others.
And you know what, Cole? If you're going to get on your high horse again and give us another lecture about playing fair, I swear to God, I'm going to throw up.
Is it so wrong to ask a superstar to play?
Oh, man, this is just about the last hole you want to find yourself in.
I can imagine. Just look at the pressure being applied here. I think we're hearing the First Amendment.
Here's the reversal, Cole. This is one heck of a match so far.
It sure is, Taz. What do you think the highlight has been so far?
Well, that'll probably come a little bit later on in the match, when you decide to shut your yap for a few seconds, and I can enjoy it in peace.
Well, excuse me for doing my job. Sorry to disturb you.
Wow, great reversal.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing an incredible display of athletic ability here tonight.
What do you expect, Cole? These are WWE superstars for crying out loud. They're the greatest athletes in the world.
True enough, Taz. There's no off-season for them. There's no month or 2 off between matches.
There sure ain't, Cole. I mean, these guys are here week in and week out, and every night they leave it in the ring.
And there's the pin! Wow, they don't get much closer than that.
These superstars give everything they got when they're in a match like this. But a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice behind the scenes also.
No question. If you want to make it in the WWE, you've got to sacrifice just about everything. Submission hold locked in. We may see a tap out right here.
And even if you can't make your opponent tap out, this will take a lot of fight out of him.
What a submission maneuver. You must be familiar with this one, Taz.
Yeah, I've been on both sides of it, Cole. That's the truth. And let me tell you, it's better to give than receive. These superstars have been going hard all match.
They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
No doubt, Cole. There ain't no way you're going to win a match if you're out of gas.
Oh,
2
come
minutes
on.
into it.
You can say that again. I've seen matches won and lost simply because one superstar was able to outlast their opponent.
Man, I almost feel bad for JR and King, Cole. When's the last time you think they saw a match this good?
I couldn't tell you, Taz. I don't know if they've ever had anything this good on Raw.
Me neither. Because I guess that just makes sense. I mean, after all, SmackDown is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
And that's one of the few things we've come close.
I don't know. He's putting a lot on the line going up there.
The hell is that?
And the crowd has come alive tonight with a chant directed at the superstars in the ring.
Yeah, and you can't let that break your focus. But that's easier said than done.
There's the pin. Can his opponent kick out?
Here's your winner, Alina.
the WWE pay-per-view No Way Out, and here comes the first couple of controversy around here, who might have just successfully schemed their way to a WrestleMania main event. Randy Orton and Jillian Hall.
No kidding. No, I don't remember the last time I've heard so much at stake in a mixed tag match. But remember, this match was originally supposed to be a fatal four-way, but now we're down to just two of the original four competitors.
And thanks to Jillian Hall and her trusty metal pipe, which I noticed she's not allowed to bring to the ring tonight. You know, this man is certainly lucky that his partner intervened when she did, or he would have joined Bobby Lashley and Matt Hardy on the injured list thanks to Jillian Hall.
Yeah, it's also nice to have someone watching your back. Who knows? Maybe this will be the start of something between these two.
He could certainly do a lot worse, that's for sure.
Gee, you think? Thank you, Captain Obvious. God, you turned my stomach.
I don't know how you can dance to that. But... Kennedy!
Looks like they're slowing the pace down a little bit here. That might not be such a good move in my opinion.
Oh, come on. You just can't keep going non-stop. That's a good way to wear.
And there's the tag.
And there's the reversal.
Man, you talk about superstars who ain't got an ounce of quit in them, huh? You're looking at them right here.
That's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Look, Cole, this ain't ballet. You gotta go in there every single match and be willing to do whatever it takes. You'd know that if you actually stepped in between the ropes.
I don't have to have been in a match to realize that jeopardizing my future for the sake of what?
Oh, boy, you know where this is going.
I certainly do. He's expertly applied the double arm suplex, and this could be the beginning of the end for his opponent. I think we're hearing the First Amendment in action here tonight, Taz.
It's a great thing to hear, Cole. This guy might not have enough to kick out.
I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face off.
You're not going to hear me say this much, Cole, but I definitely agree with you. This has all the makings of a nice, long feud.
I don't know how nice it is, but there are certainly some issues between these superstars, and I think this match might only exasperate them.
Please, Cole, watch your language, will you? It's a family show.
I said exasperate. And here's the cover. I think that if one of these superstars successfully executes their finishing move, this one is over.
That ain't necessarily the case, Cole. Wow, look at that submission. I ain't never seen it executed better.
Neither have I, partner, and this might be enough to get the tap out right here.
Oh, man, these fans are fired up now.
They sure are, and you know that's going to have an effect on this match. He's got him covered.
These superstars give everything they got when they're in a match like this. But a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice behind the scenes also.
No question. If you want to make it in the WWE, you've got to sacrifice just about everything for your career. It has to be as important to you as anything else in your life. What a deadly submission hold this is. We might see a tap.
Yes. Yeah, I know, I just beat up a girl. So what? My mom might know something about that.
They won their next tag team match at No Way Out, and this means he's going to WrestleMania earn his way to WrestleMania with hard work, integrity, and convincing victories over the best competition in the world. Not by underhandedly taking out the competition outside the ring. Call me.
Ooh, the No Way Out commentary. The No Way Out arena. The No Way Out trophy. Color commentary package. Get to download the King now. Bride of Cain.
Hey there, it's me. Just calling to tell you that I had a fantastic time this weekend. I hope we can do it again soon. Oh, and SmackDown Magazine keeps calling. I'm sure you've seen this month's cover article already. Anyway, good luck in your match tonight. I can't wait to manage you. I love watching you in action.
welcome to another edition of Friday Night SmackDown. We're just 4 weeks away from WrestleMania. And here comes the #1 contender for the Undertaker's World Heavyweight title. And Taz, rumor has it that Molina is more than just his manager.
What are you, some kind of like gossip columnist or something there, Lizard Legs? Who cares what's going on with him? But just between you and me, if there's something there, he's got to be the luckiest guy in this business.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a sold-out show here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I'm Michael Cole here with Taz at ringside.
Man, you couldn't fit another fan in here with a crowbar, I'm telling you. There's a whole lot of cheeseheads in the house tonight.
It sure is. Green Bay knows that they're about to see the greatest superstars in all of sports entertainment. I can't wait to get started. Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, Cole. An injured superstar is like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%...
I've been locked in this hole before, and it hurts even worse than it looks.
I can't even imagine the amount of pain that this hole must inflict on any superstar who winds up in it.
This has been a great match so far, but I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved, Cole. But if you're gonna be snippy, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
Wow, if I knew it was that easy,
I walk away and you still can growl.
He was one step ahead on that one.
I love hearing the crowd come alive, even when I don't exactly agree with what they're saying.
And there's the reversal.
There's been a lot of superstars over the years that the fans couldn't...
Look out! The referee's been knocked out!
This is where things start getting a little interesting. Well, it looks like they're slowing the pace down a little bit here. That might not be such a good move, in my opinion.
Oh, come on. You just can't keep going now. He knows his opponent is completely helpless to resist the submission hold.
And that means you got to either dig deep and find a way to break it, or you got to just flat out tap out. These superstars give everything they got when they're in a match like this. But a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice behind the scenes also.
No question. This is a big risk. Will it pay off? It sounds like this capacity crowd has something on their minds, Taz. What a reversal.
He dodged that bullet.
He's got his share of detractors, but I don't think there's any denying that Rowdy Roddy Piper is one of the true greats of sports entertainment.
Absolutely. And the chances are, anyone you hear talking trash about Piper is probably someone he beat up and embarrassed back in the day.
Yeah, or someone he screwed over by cheating.
Hey, look, Hot Rod has never denied he'll...
There's the pin. Can his opponent kick out?
Come on. That had to be 3.
My thoughts exactly.
Man, this match is so good.
And here we go with the submission hold. This could be a pivotal moment in this match.
It sure could. There's a lot of pressure being applied in that hold, Cole.
He sees his chance. He's going for it.
Oh, he's got it. Check out Piper. Wow, what a suplex. Here's the pin.
Another victory for the Hot Rod.
Judging by Melina's reaction, it looks to me the rumors are true, Taz. They seem to be an item.
You think?
It's The Undertaker!
You know anybody else who does this kind of thing, Cole? Look out! It's Kane!
He's a Raw superstar! What's he doing here?
What a choke slam!
Kane has just destroyed the #1 contender for his brother's title.
What's going on, Cole? I can't see nothing.
Kane and The Undertaker have just vanished.
Looks like Melina's gone missing, too.
To Roddy from Teddy. I wish I had some answers for you about Kane and Melina. Roddy Piper, but I'm still looking into their whereabouts. In the meantime, you've got a match tonight against Mr. Kennedy. Keep your head in the game, player. You got to deliver tonight, and you got to keep your eyes on WrestleMania. Don't get the Undertaker get inside your head. I'll be in touch. Holla. TL. Oh, shit. Totally deleted the message by accident.
Can't imagine what must be going through the mind of this man right now.
Well, if he's any kind of a competitor, the only thing he's thinking about right now is beating the holy hell out of Mr. Kennedy and sending a message to The Undertaker.
Mr. Kennedy! Welcome to a sold-out SmackDown from San Antonio, Texas. Do we have an exciting show for you tonight?
Oh, I'm telling you, man, I can't wait for the action to start. Just listen to these fans. He smells blood in the water, Cole. He's going straight for the submission.
And this could prove to be a decisive moment in this match.
And there's the counter, Cole. Man, this match is so good. It's even worth sitting next to you to watch it, Cole.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Taz. You know, you're not always my #1 choice for a broadcast partner either.
You know what you should do, Girl Pants? You should team up with Jerry Lawler. Then it could be the king and queen on commentary.
Real funny, Taz. You know,
wow, now that one's not in the rule book. But you know what they say? It's not a crime if you don't get caught.
I don't believe it. How could the referee have missed that?
Oh, man, these fans are fired up now.
They sure are. And you know that's going to have an effect on this match.
There's a dude with guts. These top rope moves are risky. There's the reversal, Cole. What a reversal!
Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing an incredible display of athletic ability here tonight.
What do you expect, Cole? These are WWE superstars for crying out loud. They're the greatest athletes in the world.
True enough, Taz. There's no off-season for them. There's no month or two off between matches.
There sure ain't, Cole. I mean, these guys are here week in and week out, and every night they leave it in the ring.
And they do it all for the WWE fans, Taz. Without them, none of us would even be here. He was one step ahead on that one.
Man, I'm telling you, from my in-ring experience, trust me, you could cut this tension with a knife.
I don't think you need in-ring experience to feel the tenacity radiating off these superstars, Taz. I don't think...
Eliminated!
This is a big risk. Will it pay off? Wow, listen to that chant, Taz.
I'll tell you what. Oh, boy, you know where this is going.
I certainly do. He's expertly applied the double arm suplex, and this could be the beginning of the end for his opponent. He's got his share of detractors, but I don't think there's any denying that Rowdy Roddy Piper is one of the true greats of sports entertainment.
Absolutely. And the chances are, anyone you hear talking trash about Piper is probably someone he beat up and embarrassed back in the day.
Yeah, or someone he screwed over by cheating.
Hey, look, Hot Rod has never denied he'll do everything and anything it takes to win a match. And you can't say it ain't paid off for him after all these years. Here's the pin.
Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
Oh, come on, Cole. No, you should let me train you. You could be Cruiserweight champion in like a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. You make Marine drill instructors look like pushovers.
Duh. They're just training people to go to war.
What a submission maneuver. You must be familiar with this one, Taz.
Yeah, I've been on both sides of it, Cole. That's the truth. And let me tell you,
Kennedy tough.
It's The Undertaker.
The would-be hero. You think you can take the one thing I care about? Reconsider your path, little man. For if you do not, my brother Kane and I will keep from you the one thing you care about.
Holy smokes! It's Kane, and he's got Melina! Whoa! Taker and Kane are creepy dudes for sure, Cole, but I think they've gone too far this time.
What was stopping Roddy from going around, like into the crowd?
Listen up, player. I heard from a couple of the boys that Kane's been seen lurking around the parking lot. Now, I don't know if your girl's with him, but this might be your best chance to get the drop on that crispy cracker. And I'll tell you what, take a reverie with you. I want to give Raw a little payback by having SmackDown's #1 contender beat the hell out of one of Raw's toughest superstars in front of the whole world. I am hereby sanctioning a parking lot brawl. Now go get 'em, dog. Holla, holla, holla.
You got it, boss. Seriously? That wasn't a knockout? Or was it a pin? Oh. Come on, every friend is dead. Not bloody. Oh, come on. The KO.
Where is she? Answer me, you sick freak! Where's Melina? I think he's completely lost it. I've never seen Kane take a beating like this.
Me neither, young lady. I think Taker's plan might have backfired.
Undertaker, I know you're here. Show your face.
Kane's calling out his own brother.
It looks like a family feud to me, Taz.
finally, the great and powerful Undertaker makes his presence known. But where were you last week when I was ambushed in the parking lot? You stayed hidden, dear brother, like the coward that you are. Last week, I almost lost the one thing that I desire most in this world. And if I ever do lose her because of your cowardice, I'll take the one thing that you desire, the WWE title.
There are definitely not a lot of guys who could call out the dead man.
But if anyone can, wait, what is this? What a daring rescue by the #1 contender. I've never seen Kane this enraged.
Whoa, what the heck is going on?
Okay. From Teddy. I gotta hand it to you, player. That was smooth as Kane's big ugly head. Now Kane wants in on your title match this Sunday at WrestleMania. I'm gonna let it happen. After the stuff the Undertaker has been pulling, he deserves to get his butt whooped by the two of you. And when you beat him and Kane and become the new World Heavyweight Champion, Raw's gonna have enough egg on their face to make an omelet. Okay. Just can't buy drama like this, playa. In fact, the only way I could make it any bigger is to make it a Hell in a Cell match. And that's just what I'm gonna do. Now tonight I want you to get back into that ring and teach Kane how we do things here on SmackDown. You feel me? Holla holla.
Here comes the big red monster Kane. And we've just gotten word that despite being a Raw superstar, Kane has been added to the World Heavyweight title match at WrestleMania, and it will be
SmackDown GM. Let me ask you something there, young lady. How do you think our #1 contender feels about having to face Taker and Kane this Sunday in a Hell in a Cell?
As I'd imagine that with that beautiful young woman back by his side, he's probably feeling pretty good about just about everything right now. Listen to that crowd. This is Michael Cole with Taz at ringside, bringing you SmackDown action from Seattle, Washington.
They're already going crazy, and the action hasn't even started yet. You know tonight's show, Cole, is going to be off the hook.
No question. The SmackDown superstars never fail to bring the house down, and Seattle will never be the same after tonight. Look out! The referee's been knocked out.
And this is where things start getting a little interesting, Cole. I could be in this business for another 100 years, and I bet I'd never see another superstar like Roddy Piper.
He's one of a kind, that's for sure, Taz, and I'm sure his opponents are glad of that.
Looks like they're slowing the pace down a little bit here. That might not be such a good move, in my opinion.
Oh, come on. You just can't keep going non-stop. That's a good way to wear yourself out and make a critical mistake.
No, but you can't give the opponent any time to recover, neither. You gotta stay on him and wear him down.
Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You really gotta watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this. Watch it. He reversed it.
And there's the reversal. It's been said before, but that doesn't make it any less true. Kane is pure evil to the core. This monster doesn't care about anyone or anything.
And you say that like it's a bad thing.
No, but there's more to being a WWE superstar than brutalizing your opponents. I don't think Kane knows that. Or if he does, he doesn't care.
Man, you just can't put anything over on these fans.
You sure can. They see everything, and they'll let you know about it. Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why... And here's the cover!
Wow, talk about cutting it close. That was almost free.
Roddy Piper is so unpredictable, and that's what makes him such a dangerous competitor.
No doubt about that. I must have seen over 100 or maybe 200 or 300 of Piper's matches. And every time he steps between those ropes, he shows me something new, unique, and different.
If I had to pick only... Oh, man!
I guess if you're gonna...
Absolutely, I'm stealing his finisher.
There's the reversal, Cole. Man, his opponent looked like a punk with that.
He can pin his opponent right here. Is that it? No, only a 2 count.
Oh, come on.
You just don't see action like this every day, Cole.
You sure don't, Taz. And we've got the best seats in the house.
No doubt, front and center. We couldn't...
Look at these fans. They didn't like that one bit.
Yeah, well, you know what? I got some bad news for these fans. He don't give a damn what you think. Here's the pin. Oh, man, I can't believe that.
Low blow almost wins the match.
There's been a lot of superstars over the years that the fans couldn't get enough of. And most of them have one thing in common. They faced Hot Rod Roddy Piper in that ring.
You might almost say that having someone like Piper to compete against helped make some of those popular superstars into bona fide legends.
That's exactly what I'm saying, girlie.
Time to put Kane to sleep.
We can afford to ignore these fans, Cole.
Submission hold locked in. We may see a tap out right here.
99, Kane. Kennedy!
Here's your winner, Rowdy Roddy Piper and Melina.
Time for Mania.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the SmackDown main event at WrestleMania. And I've got to tell you, Taz, I never thought I'd see a Raw superstar as part of this matchup. And here he comes, the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight title. I can't remember the last time a superstar had to fight so hard to make it to WrestleMania.
Me neither. And it looks like you left this tomato backstage. That's probably a smart move. This is not a place for a lady. Present company accepted.
Well, it doesn't happen often. Deadman's schemes failed. His opponent, but all he succeeded in doing was kill the number of superstars he would have to defend his title at WrestleMania.
Yeah, but you know better than to count out the dead man. I'm very much in the heads of this. I wouldn't be shocked to see him tonight with the World Heavyweight title on his waist.
I'll be right back. get it on. Let's do WrestleMania.
Look at this, JR. Can you imagine SmackDown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended for our SmackDown colleagues, but no, I can't, King. I truly believe Raw is a dominant brand in sports entertainment.
And you hit the nail right on the head there, JR. The dominant brand, not the slight. Oh my gosh, he's grinding his opponent's face right into that steel cage.
And that's what makes a match like this so dangerous. The cage itself is a weapon, and it's been reversed. And there's the submission. There might not be any way out of it.
There better be, but we're going to see a tap out right here.
Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard to guess as to who's going to win this one.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me.
Oh, man, what a shot from that foreign arm.
What are you talking about, JR? I'm almost sure that was made in America. He sure is putting that thing to good use, JR.
I don't know if I'd call it good use, King, but it's definitely an advantage. The very sight of Kane makes my blood run cold. What an inhuman monster he is.
You say monster like it's a bad thing, JR. But everyone loves a monster, whether they want to...
Oh, man. This one's gonna hurt.
Wow! What a double-arm suplex! Someone's going to the chiropractor after this one. Flat on your back with your shoulders on the mat is no place to be.
Is there any superstar in WWE who can go toe-to-toe with that man, The Undertaker? I don't think there is.
Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? There's no way The Undertaker's gonna win this match. Just look at him.
Oh, I am, King. I'm looking at one of the most awesome forces I've ever seen in a I think someone's looking for a weapon under the ring. This could get ugly. I don't think I've ever seen a superstar stay one step ahead of his opponents the way the Rowdy won, King.
You never know what to expect. It's like he says, just when they think they've got all the answers, I change the questions.
Would you look at that? A blatantly illegal maneuver. That should be a disqualification.
You might be right, JR, but I don't hear the ring bell. This match is still going. I'll admit it, it's a little scary to watch up close, but I love watching Kane go to work. He's practically...
Oh, man! This is an excruciating but effective method of...
These fans can't stand it when he does this, JR, but I think it's great.
He's sure not going to win over any fans with that move, but I don't think that bothers him too much, quite frankly. I think this crowd has decided to exercise their right of free speech.
Wow! There's a hole you don't want to find yourself in, JR.
You sure don't, King. We've seen many a superstar tap out for this.
Yes, that was an incredible move. What strategy?
Strategy, my Oklahoma ass. That's cheap, plain and simple.
Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars come?
He's taken every advantage in this matchup, and it looks like he plans on taking...
JR.
We certainly do. The double arm suplex. And nobody does it better, in my view.
You know, JR, everyone goes on and on about how great The Undertaker is. But I think he's overrated. It takes more than black lights and some dry ice to impress me.
And how about...
He's got his opponent locked into submission, JR. This could be it.
It could indeed. He might force his opponent to tap out right here. This capacity crowd is making their opinions...
Oh, come on.
They sure are, JR, and I love to hear it. That's putting it mildly. Piper's nuttier than a box of peanut brittle.
All due respect to Piper, I can see why you might think that, King. He's unpredictable, to say the least.
They just don't make him like Rowdy Roddy Piper anymore, JR. Sometimes I think that's a good thing.
Oh, boy, this is not going to be an easy hole to escape from.
It sure isn't, JR. I've been on the wrong end of that one many times.
Oh, come on.
I've been looking forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe it's finally underway.
This has been a hotly anticipated contest. And as far as I'm concerned, it's living up to the hype.
No question about that, JR. The fans certainly seem to be into it, that's for sure.
And when it comes down to it, that's all that matters. I think this crowd's giving...
It looks like he's helping his opponent do a little family planning here, JR.
Well, that's one way to do it, King. I don't think we're going to be seeing any youngins in this superstar's immediate future.
I don't know if his opponent has what it takes to kick out.
He's got his opponent locked in a submission hold.
We could see a tap out right here, JR.
What a submission hold! Could this be a tap out?
It isn't. The hold can't be broken. You can't take this kind of pain for long.
He's got that submission hold locked in.
He sure does, JR. He might make his opponent tap out right here. He's really cranking up the pressure on that hold, JR.
He sure is. There's no doubt he's looking for the submission right here. Oh, for the love of... Open your eyes, Fred. I can't believe he got away with that.
Well, he's going for the cover, JR. This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies. And there's the cover.
I think these superstars are getting some feedback from the crowd, Jim.
He's a slippery devil. Boy, when you look at these superstars, it really drives home the fact that Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
Oh, there's no doubt about that.
My God, a choke slam all the way from hell. And here's the pin.
I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes in all of sports entertainment.
I know that, JR. I'm just saying that this has been a great match so far.
It has indeed, King, and I think it's only going to get better from here on out. You're not going to get him with that one.
Whoops! There goes the referee!
Oh, man! And now there's no one to keep order in this matchup. These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous.
Come on.
If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without quit. Oh, no! The referee's been...
Look at that! He's bleeding like a stuck pig!
The referee had better get in there and take a look at that. We may need to stop this match.
Stop the match? Are you crazy, JR? It's just getting interesting. Uh-oh. Talk about a hole you don't want to find yourself in.
No kidding. This will rearrange your anatomy.
I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup, JR, but it's been pretty obvious since the start of the show who you're pulling for. He's a 3 count away from a pinfall.
A count of 2.
Come on.
His hand was coming down for the 3. I don't even know if you can use the word monster to describe King anymore. He's become so... And there he goes! The submission is locked in.
Oh my gosh, he might make his opponent tap right here. I'm not sure I agree with what the crowd is chanting, JR, but I guess it's their right.
You're damn right.
I didn't mean to go for a pin. Didn't mean to do that either.
This could be huge.
Oh my gosh, JR, you can't go long without tapping after this. The Undertaker's been in WWE for 13 years now, JR. And I think it's really starting to show here tonight.
I don't know what match you're watching, King, but the dead man looks as good tonight as when he first appeared in the WWE.
I'm not sure if it's your eyes or your brain that shot JR, but that's ridiculous. The Undertaker should quit now, while he can still retire with some dignity.
Oh, no, I have to have it.
I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans.
Come on, Roddy, get up.
They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollars to watch what goes on inside it. And without them, we'd all be out of the job.
I don't care how tough you are, JR. No one can take this kind of pain for long.
You're absolutely right, King. We've seen many superstars tap out to this very hole.
We'd have it any other way. I can't tell if these people love Piper or hate him or love to hate him, JR.
He stirs up some very complex emotions, that's for sure. No matter how you feel about him, you've got to respect Roddy Piper.
These superstars sure aren't going easy on him. He's going for the pin.
Yes. Boy, I can't believe I did that one.
He did it! He did it! We've got a new World Heavyweight Champion, Taz! What a way to end WrestleMania! I never seen anything like that, Cole. People are going to be talking about this match for years. He had every obstacle in the world thrown in his way, and he overcame all of them. That's the mark of a true champ. He's living proof that SmackDown is as good as it gets in this business.
That's not the end. Well, that'll be it for today's show. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe.